Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the shed. I'm Lonnie.
Hey, I'm Candace. Welcome back. No talking today. We're going to get right into orders.
Yeah, you're going to talk. No talking. If we made a video without talking, that would be horrible. And she is the last one to be able to not talk.
Oh, I'm so sure. You're the one that can't keep your mouth shut. Yeah, we can.
Watch out, y'all. She's in a weird mood today.
I am. It's rainy. It's nasty. We had some really good sales day, and then the last 2 days we had two big things sale, and then they canceled the sales. So that's kind of.
We had look, y'all. We had a good sales day yesterday. Don't get me wrong. Okay?
Yeah, we're not griping about that.
No, it's just odd. We had 3 orders get canceled
And
yesterday.
2 of them are really big orders.
3 different buyers, 3 different orders. 2 of them were $200 orders. 2 different things, but both the same. Like they
brand.
were both the same brand. They were the expensive Transformer knockoffs. 2 different people bought them. 2 different people canceled.
Yeah.
And one of them went back and forth trying to make offers, and we stuck on. I think our original price is $225, and we stuck on $200. We're like, no, we'll take $200, and that's it. And they kept on coming.
In fact, when I first responded to his first offer, in the comments I put $200 is my lowest I'm willing to go right now. I was up front because I don't like doing all the back and forth.
Right.
I want them to know where I'm at. Hey, I don't want to waste your time or mine.
Right.
He kept coming back, inching up with his offers.
Right. The last one he did, and that's fine. I mean, I get it. I mean, we like to haggle too, but it takes 2 to tango on something like that, and
Right.
we were done dancing. So they after she said 200, they made another offer at 180, declined instead of countering, just declined
Right.
and then they made another offer at 195.
Right. $5 below what I told
$5 below, declined again. Then they made an offer at 200, accepted, they paid, and then about, and I thought this might be coming.
Yeah.
Like anytime you have someone that does something like this,
Right.
there's a chance they're
It's
gonna.
like they got to win somehow, and this was their way of winning.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so they said they canceled it with the reason found better price. No, they didn't.
Yeah.
These things are hardly even available
I know.
at all.
Yeah.
You can't find them in
And
any
it really
price.
doesn't matter the reason.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
And
they were just probably stewing over how it all went
they were
down.
mad.
Yeah.
I was not surprised that happened. I just canceled it and blocked them. That's all.
And it's a bummer
big deal.
because it's so much money. But honestly, somebody that's that bitter and
somebody else will buy it.
I don't want to sell it to them because it could be trouble later on down the road.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's probably worked out for the best. Then we had somebody else buy one of those that same thing, and for $200 there was no conversation. And then about 8 hours later, they did a cancellation request for bad address. I canceled immediately. They haven't rebought as of yet.
Yeah.
And then we had another one where they bought some perfume, and then they canceled. But I think that one was just
I think that was a mistake. Yeah.
because we're actually pulling something else for that customer.
I think they double bought.
I think they bought 2 of them by mistake.
Right.
So that one's just whatever. That's nothing.
We're not.
And they canceled right away too. They
Yeah.
bought a little while ago and then they canceled.
Yeah.
So that was nothing. But the other 2, that's weird, man. For us to have 3 items in one day canceled.
And look, when somebody requests a cancellation, there's no question in our
No.
mind if we're going to approve it or not.
No.
We do it.
No, that's automatic.
Right, because that could turn into trouble if you don't.
Right. Oh yeah. We've seen messages in the reseller water cooler Facebook group, and people will say, "Hey, they bought this and they requested a cancellation, and they have all these reasons why they shouldn't have to cancel and blah blah blah." And it's like, ultimately, like, that's just like, if you don't cancel, your next post in the group is going to be, hey, how do I get this negative removed?
Right.
And it's like, yeah, go back in a time machine and just cancel the stupid order. That's how you do it.
Or they open a iNat or something. Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah. Couldn't see that coming.
Right, right.
So, but yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we're going to get started on orders after all that not talking.
Yeah, it was a good, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was a good sales day, though. After saying all of that.
Yeah, it was good.
It's a really good sales day when you can cancel over $400 in orders and you still had a good sales day.
Yeah, the last week has been great.
Oh, it has.
Tickle pink with that.
Well, I mean, we can't even keep up.
Yeah.
Especially me.
So this first thing is a scuba regulator, engage and stuff. 1 alpha in the bag. It's in a red.
We've had this for quite a while. If y'all remember, this was back before Christmas. It's 1 alpha.
Yeah.
It's right here. This was back before Christmas. We bought a couple of
meter lamps.
A couple of electric meter lamps. They are really cool. I'll try and find a picture of one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we bought those lamps for like, wasn't it like $20 a piece?
Yeah.
And then we sold them for like $100 a whack.
Right.
Really quick. It was good. The other thing, we spent $50 at that sale though. We bought those 2 for $20 a piece, sold them for a total of $200. And then we also bought this little bag for $10 at that sale. It had a couple of old regulators and stuff.
Depth gauge and some other accessories, yeah.
Yeah, so we paid $10 for that and we got
$54.99.
$55. So at that sale now we paid $50 and we got $255 back before fees.
Yep. Okay, we sold a lot of perfume.
Yeah, we did.
Get ready.
Okay.
5 Charlie Ruby.
How do I get ready to sell perfume? 5 Charlie.
It's a lot of 5 Sexy Ruby perfume samples.
Sexy Ruby. Okay.
Oh wait, they're over here. I'm sorry.
Oh, you
I'm
had them
still
out.
working out of the bucket. I'm
Gotcha.
putting those sample things
That's
in
fine.
here.
I think we're going to pull a couple of these anyway,
Yeah.
so that
So
works.
yeah, that right there.
All right, here we go.
$13.99 for that.
Okie doke.
Pocket 190 Gucci little sample thing. Pull 1.
Okay.
Yeah, just 1. Pocket 160.
All right, let me find them. Let's see, where
I think
are
it's
they?
on the front.
190?
160. I think I did say 190.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, wait,
Transpose that 6 upside down.
when do I get to the 190 section? All right.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, these are those little.
Yeah, those are discontinued.
But we have 5 of them, 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we have 4 of those things in that box. That's why I was so happy to get that box.
Yeah, there's little gems like that in there. So yeah, that's sold for $25, $24.99.
We had $100 worth of these little things.
Yeah, yep. Speaking of good perfume, here comes another one in the Tiger drawer. Versace for women, the signature new full tester. That single bottle.
Right here?
Without a box, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Man, you know what's crazy? I'm glad we picked this up because at first we weren't even going to buy the ones that weren't in the boxes.
Right.
And then Candace, right before we left, she picked them up.
Grabbed them, yeah.
She grabbed them off the table. She's like, all right, we're just going to go ahead and buy them. And she didn't know when she did that, that this one was worth how much?
It's $150.
She didn't know it was worth $150.
Man, that stuff smells good. I actually kept a bottle for myself.
What, of that?
Yeah.
How big of a bottle? Oh, wait, you kept a $150 bottle of perfume? To what? To smell good for me in here? Oh my gosh.
You mean this bottle right here?
No way. You're keeping a $150 bottle of perfume? You didn't, you know what's funny about that? She told me about the little samples and stuff that she was going to keep. She told me about those right away. But this is the first time I've heard of
the day I decided to keep that, you're like, you should keep some of those good stuff for yourself.
I didn't mean the $150.
You told me.
I meant, okay, look, we have, most of these bottles we have like this are $30, $40. That's what I was talking about. $150 for that?
It smells so good.
Oh. Well, I guess you're keeping it. Oh my gosh.
It smells so good.
$150.
Well, one reason I did keep it, because, no, it doesn't. I guess it is full.
It is full, 100%. You're keeping a $150 bottle of that.
I might reconsider and just keep some of the samples.
You can, you can keep it if you have to, but I mean, we got all these different scents that don't cost $150.
Or maybe, okay, I discovered another scent yesterday that I had a sample of that I fell in love with.
She's discovered. You need to stop.
You should start lining. I kept smelling myself.
Oh, I know. Look, I look over there and she's like, and she's like, smell this. I'm like, and she kept smelling herself. I said, you need some time alone with yourself over here.
So maybe I'll sell that, and we don't have a full bottle of that stuff. Maybe I'll sell that and use the money to buy me a bottle of the other.
It's a
lot cheaper. It's like $80.
I'm talking big. I don't care if you keep that.
I know, for $10. It's only $10.
Well, okay, look, let's not talk. You do need to be honest about what you're doing, because like, you're basically spending.
I did just tell you I owned up to it.
You're spending $150 basically.
140.
It's not 10.
I'm spending 140.
It's not right. It's not 10 because we could turn that into cash, which means you bought 100. You paid 150. Is that the most you ever paid for perfume?
Oh
before?
yeah, I'll usually buy like the knockoff stuff. Okay, we have.
I really can't believe that. All right.
We have a transformer alternator.
You can't look. You're not supposed to get high and you're in supply like that. You're supposed to sell it.
I've been very good lately about keeping stuff.
Lately? All right, let's go. Let's pull these orders.
9 Charlie Hasbro Transformers alternators, Ford Mustang.
It couldn't have been a $20 bottle that smelled so good.
Well, of course not. $20 bottles of perfume do not smell good.
Don't say that. We might be trying to sell some of those. All right, where are we going?
9 Charlie.
All right.
Ford Mustang alternator, wheel jack. It's white with blue stripes.
Got it.
$64.99 for that.
I'm glad you don't like Mustangs.
I don't. I like Corvettes. In fact, we were at, what museum was that? At the Air and Space Museum.
Oh yeah,
in
man,
Washington. The most beautiful.
It was awesome.
My dream Corvette was in there.
It was really nice.
Okay, next order has 4 perfumes, like samples, in the smallest drawer, Prada Infusion.
You better pull them quick before you decide to keep
Oh my gosh, would you go? Prada Infusion, it's on a green, these are like the little card samples, green card.
Where at again? I'm sorry.
Smallest drawer.
Smalls. Okay. I'm just messing with her, y'all. We mess with each other all day like this. Okay.
On the right there.
Prada?
Yep.
The green one?
Yep. $9.99 for that.
All right, and they got 3 other things?
In the smallest drawer.
I don't think we're ever going to get all these orders pulled. We're moving so slow. Okay, what is it?
Viva La Juicy, little hot pink bottle.
Viva La Juicy. Okay.
$9.99.
All right.
In the alien drawer.
That's way too low. That's way too low end for Candace to keep.
No, actually, I did keep one.
Oh my God! You can't make this stuff up, y'all. You can't. How much cologne? How much perfume have you kept? What do you have? Do you have like 20 bottles?
We'll talk about that later.
Oh my God! All right.
In the alien drawer, Coach Poppy Flower.
Wow, this is a problem. I did not know the depth of this until now. Okay.
It's the little pink bags with the words all over it.
Here we go.
$9.99 for that.
How many of these did you keep?
None. I don't care for that. And then in the Digimon drawer, Rosamore.
Oh my gosh.
In the box.
This is like that. I gotta be careful then. Break that. Oh, I can sneak it out of here.
Yeah, $9.99 for that.
Okay. Got it.
Yep.
People must like this too, because we've sold
a couple of those already. Yeah.
All right.
Italiana.
Hey.
Oh, we got to get the box down.
It's been a while.
Never did.
It's been a while. All right, let's see. Yep, we got to reload the shelf. Oh my gosh, this is heavy. Okay, I'll be right back. This is heavy. I gotta get. All right, got that down. Candace is gonna grab the one for the order. Wait.
I did. It was just a little bit.
Okay. Candace is gonna grab the one for the order, and then hand me a little stack. Not too many.
There you go.
I'll put those on the shelf, and then that's what we have remaining.
Yep.
And it's. I mean, I know that looks like a lot of cookbooks, and it is. But when you compare it to what we started with, it feels like we're almost out. Sorry for this great camera work, y'all. I'm trying to get these things. All right. Okay. I'm going to set these here and wait till I don't have the camera on me. All right.
There's the box.
I guess I got to put that back up too. Yep. Okay. I got stuff to do. I'll be back.
So $29.99 for that cookbook, and we're down to 60.
supposedly. We're not sure about that count.
It's a pretty good count. It's pretty
close.
Yeah, because we did inventory when we brought the
Once
last
we get
boxes
down
in.
closer, we're going to have to...
Yeah, when we get down like the last 20. Okay, in the alien drawer, Escada Ocean Lounge Eau de Toilette. It's got a girl.
Escada?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it right here.
$9.99 for that.
Okay.
Yep. And then last thing, well, not the last thing, in the Digimon drawer, Coach Poppy. It's in a box. It's a little mini bottle in a box.
More Coach Poppy, huh? Yeah, man, I'm going to have to... I can't get that drawer open because of that thing. Can you get it?
I need to get that listed.
Okay, Coach
It's one of
Poppy.
those.
One of those? Okay,
Yeah.
we sold one of those before. Okay.
$14.99 for that.
I said it was a good sales day. That don't look like... Actually, you know what? That would be a good sales day right there.
Yeah, and then we have one more big thing, or
Yeah.
things. We made a deal on all the Echo dinnerware we had remaining.
Yep.
We set that up for the buyer for $275 plus ship.
And they paid.
They paid last night, so we're going to get that packed up and get it out of here today.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a pack for
Yeah.
me in just a little bit. Wow, this is... Man, we had a great sales day, and it's just this. And
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, this is going to be fast packing, and then you can work on that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool. Let me go ahead and get this stuff packed, and I'm going to have to start inventorying this perfume every night because she can't be trusted anymore with this stuff. What? Okay, let me get to packing. Okay, the packages are all done. It's raining like crazy around here.
Yeah.
Past few days and the next couple of days. So USPS is gone, and we have a...
3 UPS.
Yep, that's the bottom two are all those dishes. That ended up being, we charged $50 in shipping, which I had to kind of estimate it, just eyeball it and punch some numbers in because I didn't know exactly how it was going to look after I packed it, but we had to tell the customer how much to pay, right?
Yeah, because she wanted to know how much shipping was going to be.
Obviously, I would want to also.
Yeah, because whenever we do deals, work out a deal, we were like $275 plus shipping. Well,
And they're like, how much is shipping?
right, because we could charge her $500 shipping.
Right. Like we wouldn't, and we we're honest, and we're not going to we never overcharge on shipping.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we probably more likely undercharge, and on this one I undercharged by a little bit, but yeah, I'm put in a spot where I have to quickly estimate because we want to close the deal and get it done, especially on something like that. That's very high margin for us. But what was I even talking about?
You were talking about how much we charge and what.
Oh, right. So yeah, I had to estimate, and my estimate was obviously a little bit off, but it was close enough.
Yeah.
What was I talking about before?
We were just saying the packages were away. Man, you were losing train of thought today.
Yeah, I know. I think these back pills are messing with they're making my back feel a little looser, but it's still.
Yeah.
Candace has been hearing me.
I know.
She's so sick of it.
I could not have been a nurse. I do not. I get so irritated with people moaning and groaning and complaining. I just want to say,
Candace, when I make these little moves on my back, it sends like little sharp pains. I'm like,
because he knows how I am. Like whenever I'm hurting or whatever, I don't make a peep. I don't want nobody. I don't want people fussing over me and stuff.
But you don't
I just keep it in.
There's something you're forgetting though.
What?
I'm an only child.
And you're a guy. He is an only child, and it shows. Yeah, so I could not have been a nurse for a living. I don't have that empathy or whatever. Like,
So mean.
I would be like, suck it up.
So mean.
Okay, so I'm winding down to the end of the women's perfume samples. I did quite a few lots, smaller lots, and what's left over, I'm making one big lot. So what I have here is 68 samples left.
Okay.
And I looked up comps, and they do pretty well, samples. Like I'm thinking I'm gonna do this for like $200.
Yeah, like if I just looked at that and I would say, okay, what should we price that at? I would probably say like, I don't know, $1 a whack.
Yeah.
Oh, we got called out for using the term whack, by the way. I'll put the comment here.
Yeah.
Hurt my feelings a little bit that they thought that, it was anything other than, just us trying to be funny. Apparently,
Yeah.
they didn't think it was funny, or they thought we're just stupid. Don't know that that's not. But anyways,
Well, we are from Louisiana.
how many wax is this?
68 wax.
68 wax.
But if you have duplicates, does that count as one whack or 4 wax?
What? That's no whack is a whack.
I know.
You
I'm
don't-
just messing with you.
You don't unwhack
Yes,
it because you don't unwhack it because you have multiple wax.
No.
It's still whacked.
Okay, so I searched women's perfume sample lot, and I kind of scrolled down from the huge lots, and I came across this right here, and this is the brands we have pretty much,
Right.
You know, and so they got 250 for 70 items, plus
And that's about what we have.
yeah. But you can see, like, here's a lot of 100 went for 200. I don't even know how many this was. But you can see how the prices are. So I'm going to try for 200. And
I think it might sell today, honestly.
look, here's 90. We may end up having to take a little less. Maybe I'll go for 175.
No.
You think 200?
I think you go 200 and then if somebody really wants it, that'll be a spot where if our price is bad, somebody will message us. But I don't think the price is
and
bad.
it's all really good brands.
Right.
You know, I have I have Versace's in here, Michael Kors, Jimmy Choo, there's Burberry. Yeah, it's all good brands.
Yeah.
So
No, I don't know. I think you need to I think 200 is the number, and I think you could even go higher if you wanted. I think you could go 250.
Yeah.
So I think 200 is actually given, like, based on this, a good deal.
Yeah, I think so. Because, I mean, I've been listing these sample lots, and people like to buy the samples. I think they use them
because
for
they
travel.
like variety.
That or
trying
even
new-
all the same scent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because of the limitations of flying with liquids, you can just throw one of those little vials in your little liquid bag, and you know. So
Yeah. So I mean, that makes sense. I mean, think about some of these other bottles we've sold for like $100, $150, $200, $300, and then in this case they get all of this.
Well, I had Michael Kors by Michael Kors perfume.
Mm-hmm.
I listed these little vials for $20 each. I had three or four of them. Because they don't make it anymore. It's a discontinued scent.
And that's another one there.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, it's not.
No, that's.
I was wondering why you brought it up. Okay.
No, I was just showing for size. Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
You know what though? I was just thinking about. Look, this fell.
I know that's a sexy ruby. I think
Okay.
they always fall out. They're not in. They don't stay in well. The sexy rubies.
Oh, look, you know way too
I
much
do.
about this. So, yeah, that's
Yeah,
really,
I mean, look, Chanel number 5. I got a bunch. I have a ton of Michael Kors still. Gucci, Marc Jacobs. It's all good stuff.
yeah, okay,
So,
awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I was wondering, like, that's like 70 samples. I'll bet, you know what? I'll bet that doesn't even add up to one of those 100 milliliter bottles that we have.
Oh, I know.
You know, like it. Yeah, it probably doesn't. I wonder what the total volume is. Okay, anyways, Candace is hungry. She's ready to go eat lunch. I need to go eat lunch too. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that, and we'll be back in a little. Oh, you know what? We have got to do
Lonnie's Losers.
Losers. It's Wednesday. We haven't done it yet.
Yeah, and we only did it a few days last week.
Right,
We've been
but I
slacking.
mean-
But we said we were going to do that because we're getting close to where they haven't been listed long.
But the reason we've been like that though is because
We've been busy.
like super busy, and then my back's been killing me.
Yeah.
And it really had, like, it's been pretty bad.
I know. I told him he needs like a whole day off to rest.
I do,
we
but I
can't. I mean, how are we going to do that?
When do I get that?
Right.
Candace, like, she ain't gonna pack all that.
And are we
I
supposed
can't
to
take a
skip
day
a sourcing day in the
no.
middle of prime garage sale season?
No.
You know?
You know what? No, we'll see what happens over the weekend. Maybe I can avoid lifting anything heavy. And you know, I'm sure we'll go to garage sales, but if we can. But I'll just try and avoid doing anything heavy. And other than going to garage sales, I'll
take it easy.
I'll just like stay
Yeah.
in bed or lay on the
Yeah,
couch. Or
I think
whatever.
you need to rest your back.
I do.
Yeah.
It might not get better until I do.
Right.
So, okay, I'm listing now, and man, we
Hello.
weren't sure. Hey,
Hello. Look at this cool rare find I dug out of a garage at an estate sale. Woo! Look, it's the Toonces tiger, LSU.
Yeah, that particular style of tiger is known as Toonces.
Yeah.
Toonces.
Is it C or S?
C, I think.
Okay.
And I think there's a lot of stuff, like people make like brand new stuff like hats, shirts, etc.
Yeah.
Using that Toonces tiger, because he's like from the 50s and 60s.
Yep.
And people like they like using that version on new stuff. So whenever we saw this megaphone, it does look old, just the way just the way it looks. It looks like it's old, but you can't really tell for sure because they do make a lot of repop stuff with that.
However, where I dug it out of, I had no doubt whatsoever.
Right.
It was the same sale where we got all the perfume.
Yeah.
And remember we told you I went to the garage first because she's like, there's vintage toys out there. And it was untouched. I started digging out boxes and I found this and the hat in there.
Yeah, now that hat's probably
it's
80s.
More modern, yeah.
That's 80s.
But, yeah, how cool is that? So Lonnie just started comping it.
Yeah, I had to get a worth point, and look, we found a few.
Now that's more modern. You'll see that the tiger head is different.
Right, that's an 80s style. But yeah, here they are. This one sold, this was like 4 years ago. 50s, 60s, megaphone. Sold for $90. This one sold for $90. This one only sold for $40 back in 2018.
Right.
But it's missing the chain, which that's pretty big, I think.
I mean, you could replace the chain, but having the original chain, yeah.
But you could tell this is a vintage chain.
Oh yeah,
You could tell by looking at it. So yeah, I mean these comps. There's another one, 43. That's
2014.
That's over 10 years. So these things don't look. This is 2012. It sold for 55. That was a lot in 2012.
Look at this color. How weird. Man, that's a weird one.
That one looks different. Look at that. Look at that tiger. That almost looks like Tony the tiger from like Frosted Flakes.
I wonder if somebody made that themselves. Man, did Toonces look like that originally and then evolved into this?
I mean, they've had a bunch of different tigers.
That one definitely looks older.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Look, it's not molded.
Yeah, it's like a flexible type material. It's like plastic or something, and they just like
rivet it.
Yeah, rivets.
Rivet it.
Riveted together. Riveted it together. Okay, so yeah. I'm gonna list that sucker.
$100.
$100.
Yeah.
Somebody will buy it too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh, it might be our
frequent buyer.
We have a local doctor that buys a lot of our stuff.
Yeah.
I hope he sees this.
I know.
Because
he will buy it.
He will want that. If he sees that, he will buy that.
Yes. He will.
And I think $100 is the right number.
I think get that listed and the hat. He might buy the hat too. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know if he's ever bought a hat.
No, he always likes the really
decorative type.
For the most part, he likes the super unique, rare stuff that he can kind of like. Being a doctor and someone that has a lot of money and probably a ton of LSU collectibles already.
Right.
It probably has to be kind of special to turn his head, and that is one of them.
Okay, so let me update y'all on my perfume lot. I got it listed. I forgot. I had another box underneath this box with more samples. So my lot, women's samples. My lot ended up being 80 pieces, so we bumped up the price to $225, and hopefully it sells for that.
It will.
And now I'm working on men's. I don't have near as much men's, but yeah, like I'm doing this Versace lot here for $25, I think is what I decided on, or 30. Yeah.
In general, would you say the men's is worth more or less, or about
less?
the same?
But I know we sold like a big bottle of this for pretty decent money.
And we've sold that Dylan Blue for good money too.
Yes,
a bottle of
I'm
it.
Definitely gonna look. I'm gonna look each one up because, as I found, if stuff is discontinued, they pay a premium for
Sometimes
it.
Some of these little samples could be $25.
Right.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Working on that, and then I'll be done with the perfume, like completely.
Sweet.
Should be by the end of the day, I'd imagine.
Okay. Well, hey, can I blame my back and not do losers for one more day? You think I can do that, huh?
Okay. We're going to do 20 tomorrow?
No, I'm not gonna try and catch up. Whenever I have something wrong, that's one thing you do. Like I do, as a man that is also an only child. Whenever I'm sick, I use that to get out of doing stuff that I don't want to do anyway.
Right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and give in, and so are you.
Give in to what?
Give in to not doing loser stuff.
Oh, that's not giving in. That's giving up. I'm like, what are you giving into?
But I am going to go ahead and list some stuff.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, yeah, that is going to be, since we're not doing losers today, that is going to be it for this one. Thanks a bunch for watching, and we will see y'all again very soon. Bye, y'all.